GCSE June 2010, question 2. Right, okay, so the area of study here is rhythm, meter, harmony, tonality, texture, melody, timbre and dynamics. And we're going to hear the excerpt played 3 times. There are 3 questions on this. So we've got question A, B and C down the bottom. What is the time signature of this excerpt? That's one that you could tackle quite quickly, probably on the first listening. So let's have a look at question 2A. 2A. Basically you've got to decide on which of the following statements describes the movement of the descending scale. So is it a major descending scale? Is it a major with some chromatic movement? Minor or a minor with some chromatic movement? Let's just hear the difference between major and minor scales first. If I get my piano up, I'm going to play A minor descending. Here we go. And here's a major descending. Let's have a listen to the music for the first time.
Here is the excerpt for the first time.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon. And I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon.
Okay, so it's definitely descending, and I would go for minor with some chromatic movement on that one. Let's now go on to question 2B. Here we've got to decide on the use of rhythm and timbre in the accompaniment to lines 1 and 2 with the words. Note you've got the numbered lines. Line 1 is the taxman's taken all my dough, and line 2 and left me in my stately home. So you're listening out for the accompaniment and you're trying to answer it through answering what is the accompaniment doing rhythmically and what is it doing through timbre. So remember, timbre means the instruments that are playing, the choice of instruments playing. So it might be that you're going to identify that there is some kind of rhythm guitar playing or other instruments. So you need to be listening. And they've also said that it's repeated, the accompaniment is repeated exactly the same in lines 4 and 5. So you've got a second shot at really homing in on the instruments chosen for the timbre and the rhythms chosen. Let's have another listen to the extract. You just have to rewind it back a little bit. Here we go.
Here is the excerpt for the first time.
Right, I'm going to stop it there because that's the intro. We haven't had the vocalist hasn't come in. So now the vocalist is going to come in. You now need to be listening carefully.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon.
Okay, now we've heard the first 2 lines. We're now going to come and listen really carefully to lines 4 and 5. So far I've heard that we've got sort of backing voices on sustained notes. So ooh. I've heard that we've got a bass guitar, a rhythmic guitar. We possibly might have a hi-hat thrown in there. I'm not sure. We'd have to listen to it again. So let's listen to lines 4 and 5 and concentrate on those instruments, but also we need to listen out for rhythmic devices as well.
And I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon.
Okay, Okay, so yeah, I think there's sustained notes in the backing voices. I think there is a cymbal, bass guitar, rhythm guitar, and there's offbeat rhythms or umcha rhythms as well. Let's have a little look at the mark scheme. So the answer was minor, chromatic, and any four of the following to give you a maximum of 2 marks. Note that maximum 2 for just naming instruments. If you just name instruments only, you're only answering half the question because the question was asking you for rhythm, not just the timbre. So you must make sure you answer the timbre. So the answers for timbre were, timbre was rhythm guitar, bass guitar, cymbals. Backing voices would also be a timbre answer. For the rhythm, offbeat or umcha, syncopation. There is an instrumental accompaniment as opposed to a vocal accompaniment. There's no harmonies in there. And we have, it says here, change a bass guitar rhythm from the opening. Homophonic, meaning simple sort of chordal accompaniment with a melody line, and we had our sustained notes and then the backing voices. So all those kind of answers would give you your 4 marks. Note that you have the any other valid point, which is always good.